I was doing some research and watching old interviews, and I came across an interview that you did. I think it was around Troy. And the focus became completely about what you were wearing and that your stomach was showing.
Oh, yeah.
And you feel like you get your shot, right? You get this big opportunity next to some big actors with a big director and a big budget.
Yeah.
And then it seems like such a reductive thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember when that film came out, too, the New York Times, of all newspapers, it said, and Diane Kruger is too beautiful to ever play a role of substance.
So
Coming from the New York Times, that's really sad. It definitely was an amazing opportunity, at the same time held me back for many years. You know, where do you go from playing Helen of Troy?
and where do you go from a perception being put out there? How much harder is that journey for a woman?
You have to put up with, you know, just smile through so many things to try and get to what you want, you know? I cannot tell you how many times, and as you get older, thankfully, you start caring less, but I just remember being on sets, and still to this day, you know, if you have an issue with a script, or you have a problem, or you feel strongly about a creative choice, or you just, you know, want to speak up about your character, you get labeled as being difficult, or being a bitch, or, you know, being harsh. Whether a man would just be called a great actor, and he's so invested in his role, and he's a great businessman, you know?
Right.
And you have to dance around so many things.
Or he's assertive.
Yeah, you know, and that sucks. It's so tiresome, you know? And as you get older, thankfully, you go, I don't give a f if they think I'm a bitch, you know, I'm just gonna say it. But I'm not, I'm really not. It is frustrating, you know?
Yeah, it must feel completely unfair. It's almost sad to hear that you get older and you don't care anymore, because that's almost saying like, well, that's just the way the world is.
But it is sometimes, you know, I think things are changing, and I think as I grow older, I'm more assertive, you know, and I create that space for myself where I don't allow that kind of behavior, you know? And by the way, I was a model, right? I mean, the power for me leaving home and being able to go out into the world was through the way I looked, you know? And when you're 16 or 17 and people tell you, oh, you're so pretty, you know, here's money for that, and that's how I lived, you know? You think, oh, you're in control. This is how I'm gonna use my power, and this is how I'm gonna get ahead. It's only when you get older that you realize that's not how you get ahead, you know? That should not be your way into the world.